When we started season 2, I didn't think of ending the season later than usual. The previous cycle was really ALMS, it ends with Indy, and that's the story. We did start the year at ALMS. We fell completely flat on our faces. We went this whole circle of various championships, various people, various learnings. I think it's important to actually see that at least this part of the journey, we did make some progress. Now, whether it's a tangible progress in terms of more wins or more whatever tangible outcome, I don't know yet. But I think it's important to actually put that as a matter of record. This is what was, and this is what is. Are we in a better place? Time will tell. All the previous attempts, we've always had multiple hats on. Yeah, sure, we're drivers, but at the same time, you have to put a team together. It is a hodgepodge of different tasks, distracting everyone from focusing on what they can do well.
He tries to do everything to get the best out of himself, plus also to get the best results. So he chooses a team, Mante Racing, one of the best teams in the world. He chooses to be there.
Our aim is to win the championship. I mean, I've done it last year together with Klaus, so repeating it this year would be nice.
Tires on, no bleed for now. 3, 2, 1, hit exit green.
Everything is just properly done. It does really remind me of my early days of being at a top-tier financial organization, being in awe of not just the people who are higher in the organization, but the people I interact with, because I realize excellence when I see it, and it inspires you to have more of that yourself.
You have to jump in the car in 4 laps again, right? For your quali sim. There were only 4 cars faster than you on track. Okay. The track is just dropping. So your pace compared to others was fine.
Okay, it's just shocking. I have not seen 210 since my career.
Yeah, but I can show you quickly before you go out what your pace was compared to others, just to calm yourself down that it's not bad what you're doing.
It's not always about lap times, especially in the test sessions, if you want to take this example, where you didn't know what kind of tires the others had, how much fuel they had in the car, and he was comparing himself to these drivers.
Okay, Antares, keep pushing and box this lap. Box, fast driver change. Can you confirm that your understeer is starting from mid-corner and going until end of the corner? We will go for a roll bar change for this session. This was a quick change to see if we are going in the right direction.
Between my head being in the wrong place, thinking about what the hell is happening to me driving 210s, and being overheated, my head was just like full fun.
Get a feeling for the car, what is possible for you, and how you would drive it, and then we can re-watch it, rather than focusing on lap times, especially on the very first session.
Manti being Manti, and this is not to put them in anything other than a light of respect, they have a certain way of evolving.
Can you confirm it's more the rear tire dropping question?
In order to make one step forward, sometimes they'll take half a step back or even a full step back in order to realize where the boundaries are.
We have only one session to try something. I would like to go for a stiffer spring and compensate. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Try.
A couple of weeks ago we came here to test already, where we faced completely different track conditions. Also we had a different car and different crew that supported us. I think we achieved quite something there and we learned a lot. But coming here, I don't want to say that everything changed, but really everything changed.
And new tires, so this is a quali sim. We do 7 laps. We do not plan to have any setup changes in this session, so we hope that this is the race setup.
says mid to exit oversteer for him at the moment from the rear. The front is not a problem at the moment.
It's not that it's always perfect. It's not that you always do the right call, but it's important that you do it more often than your competitors.
Just because we might have a strong name, let's say, it doesn't mean that there will be no problems. There will be always problems for everyone. So we will just pull 3 mm on the rear right height and 0.5 mm on tolerance, please. Because if it will be too much, the step that we go back, we know always that we can come back to what we have now.
We were suffering quite a bit in both free practice sessions, and unfortunately we also ended up with a car that was probably not suitable for me.
We should not waste too much time, so we have to decide something. Okay, Antares, we will box the step to do a setup change, so box for a setup change. +3 on the right height. +3 on the right height. We did many steps in many directions. We were trying to fix what we wanted to fix. At one point we fixed that point, but then another part of the car became really weak.
The job of driving a race car at its limit is to have a steak knife, put the steak knife on your hand, tip down toward your palm and balance it. Now, run with it while balancing it. If you do that, you'll realize each little detail matters in a race car because it will feel different. A good driver is very happy with a very loose car. The problem with me is I don't think I'm confident enough to handle that yet.
Okay, Antares, and from the next lap on we can start pushing.
I constantly run into this dynamic where my good co-drivers are asking for a pointier, sharper car, and I write a check that I can't seem to cash. Yeah, I think I'll learn to drive the sharp car. I'm sorry, that turned out to be not true in qualifying.
You don't like the car?
We threw away all the learnings from the test. Next time, I would strongly prefer run a call setup that's understeery, that's stable, rather than this.
Okay.
Or call, it doesn't work. A second slower than myself in a non-Manthey car this time last year, I think that is a really ginormous embarrassment.
So I have to probably go a step back with the setup, and you have to go a step forward with calming down. He's a driver that is driving by feeling. He needs to feel comfortable, really. You have to calm him down sometimes because he's running away with his thoughts in a direction that is not helpful. So you have to bring him back and you have to catch him so that he focuses on the important stuff.
Get ready. Green, 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 green.
He had a bit of a struggle at the start because there was some cars crashing or touching in the first corner, so he had to go off track a bit, which wasn't optimal, but in the end didn't really matter. He fought his way back through, which was really nice from him.
We had a messy start, but you're fighting back and your overtakes are pretty nice so far. Just for input, currently we are running P10 and still park tone in the car in front of you. And the Aston in front seems to be slower than all the other cars, so he's holding back the pack. This could be our chance to gain some positions.
We lost some positions, but he fought it back. He made some good overtakings. And honestly, it was a very good race. And then with an unlucky situation, we got kicked out of the race.
ALMS hit me big time. ALMS hit me big time. it's a big fucking hit. I don't know what the fuck he did.
He lost the braking. He lost the braking. Box, 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 box.
Negative. Car is destroyed.
Copy, copy, copy. You did very good so far. You did very good so far.
Sometimes just not fighting or fighting harder for a position would have placed you in a very different place on the track. And did we deserve to be in that spot? No, in my mind, if I did a few things better, I would be a few car lengths in front. Didn't happen, obviously, and here we are with a DNF.
Was for sure frustrating for all of us, especially for him. He was really struggling mentally and also needed time for him.
It was a fight. It was a nice fighting. It was nice racing. He had some very nice maneuvers, I have to say. And something like this can happen everywhere. This is the good thing, that you finally raced and had fights with other cars.
Yeah, he absolutely questions everything. I mean, he said like 2 laps ago, I could have not let that car pass, and then he would have been in a different situation or position on track.
If not for just 2 laps before, I thought, okay, fine, it's an LMP. That is like the fucking stupid thing.
Don't think like this. Again, you are in racing changes from, not even from lap to lap, but from corner to corner, situations, positions are changing. It was just unlucky, nothing else.
Blaming him for a thing which wasn't in his hands is not a thing you should do, because in the end it's just not helping you. In fact, it's just pulling you down even more and affecting you.
Definitely not what we were hoping for, but the good thing is we have a new chance tomorrow. The car will be ready, and I have good memories from 3 years ago where we had to rebuild the car and then we went to the podium. So I hope tomorrow will be a good day and we can make a great result here in Malaysia.
Luckily, Antares has a spare car here, so the guys are now rebuilding the whole car, taking the usable parts from the old car and putting it into the new chassis.
We have a warm-up, luckily, very important, because there we check the new car. Plus we also can still make some adjustments to the setup.
So we hopefully should be able to race tomorrow with a fresh rebuilt car, and it should be fast.
This 1 lap out in is a shakedown plus tire scrubbing for the race.
3, 2, 1,
and the warm-up has started.
It was just a shakedown lap, but no main problems. So he's now going for a kind of a 6-7 lap run to see.
Yeah, now to run.
Already better than yesterday.
Pausing's okay.
Thank you for making everything happen. It's incredible. Nobody knows we really have a new car overnight. It's a new freaking car.
I like how he's really leaning on the car, really he's pushing. Confidence.
That's your car, that's the car that you drove yesterday. So there's really no changes.
It's a better car. It's a 3-hour chassis, my friend.
Yeah, versus a championship winning chassis.
We can add some championship winning to this chassis too, huh?
Correct.
I wouldn't want to change anything on the car, to be very honest, because Antares was happy yesterday. You seem to be not unhappy today. Performance-wise, compared to the sister car, and we know their performance from yesterday, we're looking fine. So for me, it would be too risky to now go blindly to change something when the base seems to be working. Yeah, I'm confident. Because I saw your pace in the race and I heard Klausi's comments, I'm very confident. I think today we have a little bit higher chances for rain, by the way. And as always, if you start struggling with the car, you have to work with it. have a much stronger top speed, so don't care about the cars in the rear, focus on the front. We are P12 at the moment. Turn in earlier, you have too much understeer because you turn in so late.
Okay, Antares, so just for information, our sister car in free air is half a second faster, so we are losing time behind car 12. Okay, Antares, then we box this lap, you will stay in the car. Go, 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 go. Can be that car 12 will be still in front. We passed. Okay, we passed them, we jumped them. Now your task will be to stay in front of them. Antares, you are not adapting your driving. You are still turning in way too late in turn 9. For info, we are running P6. Come on, 2 more laps, focus. Box the slap, box. It will be a driver change to Joel. Make sure that you don't rush. Take your time to make everything perfect, no mistakes.
Overall, to be able to hand a car back to Joel, starting from P11, 13, I don't know, something bad, to handing him a car in, I think, P6, P7, P8, whatever that is, I think that was, a positive. In Malaysia, rain does not drizzle. Proverbial saying, it doesn't rain but it pours. And when it pours, it floods.
Yep.
Sorry. Yes, copy. So we will box at the end of this lap. We will go for wet tires and full fuel.
You know that there is big rain clouds coming. Of course, you will be preparing yourself for that. You need wet tires. That we did. But the problem is, you are never able to tell exactly how much rain is going to fall.
Copy. How bad is the rain already? We are expecting a lot.
Well, now it's still really dry. The raindrops are so heavy and big. I'm for sure the rain will come.
Copy. Full fuel first, then wet tires, then...
We expect conditions like last year.
minus 10 all around. Okay, Joel, box. Stay in the car, obviously.
The time what we put on the wet tire was probably a little premature. We also made, at that point, the mistake of compensating that timing with different tire pressures.
Yeah, buddy, it's completely stopped now.
And now it changed, it goes that way. I believe it's
wrong.
Is anyone still on split?
I don't know who changed exactly, but many cars came for wets.
Wind is picking more up and wrong direction, so it's dry. Bowie is on slicks and more of the track at the moment is dry than wet.
Can you give me a feedback? Which tire you think at this moment would be the right call?
I think slick.
Yes, in the last 3 laps, definitely the slick was the faster option. We have to do at least another 2 laps after this full course yellow. And if the rain does not increase, definitely we'll go to slicks.
I think the clouds are moving away from the track and getting brighter.
The other cars were still on slicks on the dry track, so competing against them was not really easy. The call was quite early to go on wets because the sky looked like it was going to pour around quite aggressively, but it didn't. So we made the call. In the end, it was maybe the wrong decision.
Okay, Joel, we will have to survive for another 3 laps and then we have to make a decision. Your feedback, how is the track right now?
Track is fucking dry.
Copy, Joel, copy, you have to survive 1 more lap, please.
It was raining, but not heavy enough to keep the wet tire alive. I think any racing driver will be on the radio telling the engineer, mate, we got this wrong, we got this terribly wrong. Our cars out there on wrong tire pressure, we're losing track position, but we think that more rain is coming.
Joel, rain is increasing. Are you still sure that now we have to go on slicks?
Yeah, this is proper. Now proper. Yes! Yes!
Heavy rain, start finish, we stay out, we stay out. We are waiting for something on track like a virtual safety car to change the tires.
Joel, box the slap, box.
Fast as possible.
Yeah.
We are under safety car, we are under safety car, we are under safety car. Let's see, this might be even a red flag because there is a lot of rain coming. We are running P2 at the moment. Red flag, the storm is supposed to stay until the end of the race, so I am not sure if there will be a restart of the race.
It was just all about surviving on the tire and not killing it, like the sister car, for example, did. And I think in the end we managed quite well. It paid off, but it was for sure not an easy stint.
If the rain came just 2 minutes later, we would have been in the pits and we would be nowhere. So we have 6 races. We've done 2. One was definitely a very low point through no fault of our own. The other was a high point, but a lot of work remains to be done. So I'm not taking account quite yet.
He tell race control we cannot continue.
I don't care right now, I want to finish.
Parking too far to the right.